Being offended is a choice. That is a choice. And when you choose to be offended, that has now what people said to you, that insult has power over you. Has power over you. You know what I mean? Because honestly, let's be real. It has the power to change the way that you think, to change the way or what you're thinking about, change the way that you walk, change what you say. All of this, change your mood. When you choose to be offended, it changes everything in that moment. It changes everything in that moment. Someone could say something to you. Someone could say, even especially if you say something and they don't like what you say, and it's like you're telling the truth, and then you're just saying your opinion, and all of a sudden they try to cut you off, or all of a sudden they try to they tell you, oh, you're this and you're this and you're this and you're this and you're this. You're like, what the heck? And easily you want to be like, wow, this person just offended me. Like, this how I'd be like, wow, this person just said this to my, wow, really? Oh, okay, that's what you want to play? I know you, and then your mind already is like, I know you ain't talking, because now it has power over you. You're like, I know you ain't talking, like, you this, you this, you this, you this. Of course, you don't say that. Don't say that. Some of you might say it. It's like kind of like bondage. It's just, don't do, it's a choice, man. Just like you choose to be offended, you could choose not to be offended. Offended means being resentful or annoyed as a result of perceived insult. Perceived is how you see things, how you view it, how you understand, how you determine. Like, the question I ask you is, how do you perceive what other people say to you? This is what helped me. When people do that, I always say, that says more about them than it does about me. I'm like, okay. And a lot of the times with people that insult me, when they insult me and try to offend me, I already know what's going on in their life. I already know the hardships and all these things that they're dealing with. So I know when they insult me, when they get hurt, when they get angry or whatever, and they try to attack me and they try to do that, I already know their story. I already know what they're going through. So I have compassion for them. I'm like, man, I don't know what happened today. I don't know if something from their past got triggered from what I said or whatever. I don't know, but I try to empathize. I try to have compassion for them because I'm like, I don't know what they're going through. Forgive them. Forgiveness has a strong power. We're going to talk about that eventually, but forgiveness is really strong. When you choose to forgive, it frees you. It doesn't free them, it frees you. People insult. When a lot of times people talk about you and all that, they're the ones who are really insecure. They're the ones who really have things going on. They're the ones that really have the issue with themselves. It's a visual. How people treat you is the way that they feel about themselves. Point blank, period. People can only treat you how they treat or feel about themselves. Just like the scripture says, love your neighbor as yourself, but you can't love your neighbor as yourself if you don't love yourself. And a lot of people don't know how to treat their neighbors or treat their people in life because they don't know how to treat themselves and they don't love themselves. And so this is why you have to give people compassion and all these things, and you can't spaz out at them, and you can't fire back shots at them because they'll take shots at you. Shots. You cannot take shots at them back because then, like I said, know the power of your words. Understand and know the power of your words. If they already feel that way about themselves, whatever you tell them back, oh, you a piece of blank. Oh, you this. Oh, F you. Forget you, you little blah, 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 bleep, 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 bleep. Whatever you say back to them, it's just going to make it worse for them. Know how they feel about themselves because it's evident. You know what I mean? I know that. So I'm not going to make it worse for them. I'm going to have compassion. And Jesus says, love my enemies, love for those people, love and pray for the people that persecute me. Okay, I could do that. If Jesus walked with someone that was close with him for his ministry and that person betrayed him and stabbed him in the back, not literally, but stabbed him in the back, and Jesus not only didn't condemn him, but Jesus served him. Come on, man. So for the people that are trying to offend you, the people that either stabbed you in the back or still stabbed you in the back, forgive them, and continue to serve them. Because a lot of times we'll be offended and be like, I ain't doing nothing more for that person. Nah, I ain't doing that. No. And it's like, no, love them where they're at and serve them where they're at. Just continue to do for that person. Continue to not being literal, continue to give that person a shirt off your back. Continue to help them. Continue to, when they need something, answer the questions. Continue to be helpful and to serve them no matter what. That's what Jesus did. Wrapping it up, one thing for me is I never want to ruin me witnessing for somebody. I never want to ruin that. Me being to have the opportunity to share the gospel with them, is to pour into their life. I never want to ruin that. And so sometimes you have to realize, like, let me look at the bigger picture here. If I say all this, call this person all these names and all this, later on down the line, and I still see them, and and I'm trying to tell them about Jesus, are they going to want to hear about Jesus after I just called them names back? No, they're probably not going to. So I keep that in my mind. Okay, how is what I say, how can this mess up my witness for God?